You're making six figures of income, but you feel like you're still living paycheck to paycheck. You've got different things going on, but you don't necessarily have a plan. When it comes to your finances, you need to build out the right system. Having a strong income stream does not necessarily equal having a strong financial plan. Ultimately, your financial plan and your financial system is what's going to drive your confidence, your long term financial success, and your peace of mind. Let me give you a story of a client of mine. So I've got a 35-year-old client. He's making around 200,000 a year. He has money in investments in the stock market. He's got some savings and he's built out a nice chunk in his 401k. His finances seem pretty strong on paper, but he doesn't necessarily have a system. What I mean by that is he's living always one catastrophe, market adjustment, surprise life event away from having his entire financial picture thrown off. And so when I sat down with this gentleman when we first started working together, I wasn't talking to him about chasing the best rates of return, how to find the sexiest investment out in the marketplace, or sell him on some unicorn investment that he hadn't heard of before. I wanted to first start off by teaching him how to build out a financial foundation, a foundation for his finances that was going to allow him to continue to grow year after year after year and know that he was heading towards the goals he had set out for himself. So I began by sitting down with my client and we ran through his income, which was strong, 200,000 a year. We looked at his investments. They've done pretty well in the market. He had his 401k growing for him, but he still was living almost paycheck to paycheck. As it may be the case for you, as his income had grown, his lifestyle and his expenses had grown as well with that. So we needed to take a step back and start building out a proper financial system. Where we started was through creating a discipline, a monthly savings discipline into a bucket or an asset where there was going to be guaranteed month over month growth. There was going to be no surprises, access to money when needed, and an immediate legacy for his family. God forbid something were to happen. What am I referring to here? I'm referring to whole life insurance. So we started building out his financial system around whole life insurance. Some of you may be asking why whole life insurance. Shouldn't he be putting money into savings? He could be putting more money into the market. There's all these things that he could be doing. For him, though, we wanted to start with a simple discipline. Put away $1,000 a month, have guaranteed month over month growth, and also importantly, make sure that he was going to have access to that money in the years to come. Because when I first sat down with this client, he was interested in growing out capital in real estate, in the stock market. We even touched on cryptocurrency a little bit. And the point was not to tell him where he should or should not invest his money. The point to his $1,000 a month contribution was to build out a system where his money was growing for him, where he was going to have access to capital. And as he grew out for the future and had a family, they were already protected, built into this plan.